Lighthouse keepers and the people who rely on their valuable service are getting their Christmas wish. The lights are going to stay on at lighthouses up and down the BC coast, and for now they will continue to be operated by a lighthouse keeper. The Senate committee that's been looking into this, looking at the federal government's plan to scrap lighthouse keepers, says keeping them staffed with people simply makes sense, not just for marine safety, but for Canada's sovereignty as well. A News reporter Gord Kurbis has the story.
They're considered by many to be a vital part of Canada's coastlines, and for former lighthouse keeper Jim Abram, hearing recommendations they should remain staffed was thrilling.
It was a very emotional moment because, you know, we have worked so hard on this for 25 years to stop the destaffing of light stations 4 different times.
He's referring to the recommendations released by a 12-person Senate committee that looked into whether or not as many as 50 lighthouses should be destaffed.
That was so positive and was just so right on the mark as far as all of the presentations that were heard on the island here and all the way up to Prince Rupert and in Ottawa.
After touring 11 light stations and hearing input from interested stakeholders, the committee said there was no rationale to destaffing many of the stations. The committee also said a more comprehensive analysis needs to be done on the benefits lighthouse keepers are providing. Abram agrees.
All these years, Coast Guard has been going on guesswork, and they've been presenting to the minister guesswork on what it costs to run a staffed light station, guesswork on how much it'll cost to run a de-staffed light station.
But his criticisms of the Coast Guard doesn't stop there.
Coast Guard has always been, as far as I'm concerned, the culprit. They've always come up with the program. The programs have never made sense. The first one we saw was in 1985. And, you know, every few years we've seen a new one.
Abram is frustrated with the amount of money he says is being wasted by continuously raising the destaffing issue. He's calling on the federal government to say enough is enough and to have them tell the Coast Guard to stop bringing the matter forward.
I'll guarantee you the Coast Guard senior management will be back in a few years. Just like vultures sitting in a tree, they just wait. They're opportunistic and they wait until they see the right time, and then they come in and they present a case to a new minister or their staff and say, you know, have we ever got a deal for you?
Abram says to prevent that, it's time for all stakeholders to make their views known to their local member of parliament. In the Comox Valley, Gord Kurbis, A News.